Welcome back to USA Coins, the ultimate destination where we dig deep into the pockets of history, uncover hidden treasures, and reveal the true value behind coins that millions walk past every day. If you're holding on to a handful of old pennies, you might be sitting on a small fortune, especially if you have a 1986 Lincoln cent. That's right, the 1986 penny, a coin that most people ignore, could be worth way more than 1 cent. And today, we're going to show you how and why, so don't blink, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 1986 pennies to look for, how much they're worth, and how to spot the ultra-rare ones that collectors are paying hundreds, even thousands, of dollars to own. Smash that like button, subscribe if you love coin collecting, and let's dive into the world of the 1986 Lincoln penny. Let's turn the clock back to 1986. Ronald Reagan was president, gas was under $1 a gallon, and Nintendo was taking over living rooms across America. And while all of that was happening, the US Mint was quietly producing billions, yes, billions, of Lincoln cents. The Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for over 75 years at this point. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the coin quickly became a fixture in American pockets. By 1986, the obverse design still featured Lincoln's iconic side profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design so beloved it has remained virtually unchanged for decades. The reverse at that time depicted the Lincoln Memorial, which had been added in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Now here's where it gets interesting. The 1986 penny might look ordinary, but there are hidden secrets beneath its copper-plated surface. You just have to know what to look for. If you pick up a 1986 penny and feel that it's a bit lighter than older ones, you're not imagining things. That's because in 1982, the US Mint made a major change to the penny's composition. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, making them heavier and more valuable in terms of metal content. But starting mid-1982, to cut costs, the Mint began producing pennies with a core of 99.2% zinc and just 0.8% copper plating. The 1986 Lincoln cent is fully a zinc-based penny, which means it has more value in rarity and condition than in metal weight. But some collectors still search for transitional errors, like a few rare pennies that may have been mistakenly struck on leftover copper planchets. If you have a 1986 penny that weighs more than 3.11 grams, hold on to it, because that could be a treasure. So yes, the 1986 penny isn't rare in terms of quantity. But what makes certain 1986 pennies valuable is condition, errors, and specific varieties. Now let's talk about the exciting part, errors. Some 1986 Lincoln cents were minted with mistakes that turn a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. Look for doubling in the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. These doubled images are caused by die misalignments during minting. DDO pennies from 1986 can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on the severity and clarity. If the coin's design is not centered, especially if more than 10% is off and the date is still visible, it becomes a collectible error. A 50% off-center 1986 penny could be worth $100 or more. These are pennies that are missing a portion of their circular edge. Depending on how severe the clip is, they can sell for $30 to $150. A die break between the letters B and E in Liberty that looks like a capital, forming what collectors call a BIE error. These quirky coins are highly sought after and can be worth $10 to $50. Extremely rare. If a 1986 penny was mistakenly struck on a pre-1982 copper planchet, it would be worth thousands of dollars. The key is weight. A copper cent weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc one weighs 2.5 grams. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A 1986 Lincoln cent in average circulated condition is still worth only a penny, maybe a few cents if you're lucky. But here's what drives up the value, and yes, a rare few have sold for thousands. One example of a near-perfect 1986 D penny sold at auction for over $1,000, due to its flawless condition and beautiful red luster. So what's the 1986 penny worth right now, and the most eye-popping number? A rare, High-quality 1986 era penny was recently estimated to be worth around $585,342 in the collector market, though such valuations depend on rarity, demand, and provenance. Yes, $585,342. For a penny. Now that you know the hidden value of a 1986 Lincoln penny, here's what you can do: check every penny in your collection or pocket change, use a digital scale to weigh them. Heavier ones might be copper. Look at the lettering and numbers under magnification for doubling or die breaks. Store valuable finds properly in coin flips or holders to preserve condition. Consider submitting high-grade coins to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you want to sell, try eBay, coin auctions, or coin dealers, but always research first to avoid undervaluing your coin. So, the next time you see a 1986 penny, don't toss it aside. Flip it, inspect it, weigh it, because it could be the treasure of a lifetime. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt, and the clues are hiding in plain sight. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, so you never miss a new episode of RF Coins. Drop a comment below if you found a rare 1986 penny or have questions. We love hearing from our community. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next big find could be in your change jar. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and stay curious. This is USA Coins, signing off. See you in the next video. Welcome back. You're watching USA Coins, your #1 destination for rare coin discoveries, deep coin history, and unbelievable market values hiding in your change jar. If you've ever wondered if that copper-colored penny in your drawer could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, then you're in the right place. Today's feature is a fiery little coin that might be hiding in your house right now, the 1996 Lincoln cent. Yes, you heard that right. That 1-cent coin you probably walk past every day could be worth far more than just 1 cent. In fact, some rare varieties and high-grade versions of the 1996 Lincoln penny have shocked collectors by selling for hundreds of dollars, and in some cases, touching market values close to an unbelievable $500,000. Stay tuned, because this is not just another penny. This is a potential goldmine hiding in plain sight. So let's dive deep into the story of the 1996 Lincoln cent, its history, the secrets behind its design, the rarest versions, and the current jaw-dropping values in the collector market. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909. Introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, it has gone through various design tweaks and material changes, but the core design featuring Lincoln's portrait by Victor David Brenner has remained constant. The coin has become a cultural icon, a collector's favorite, and a historical treasure. Now, fast forward to the year 1996. Bill Clinton was President of the United States. The internet was just beginning to change the world. But hidden in all that change was something small, shiny, and potentially very valuable, the 1996 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks just like any other modern penny. Made mostly of zinc and coated with a thin layer of copper, it weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. But not all 1996 pennies are created equal. Some have rare errors, unique characteristics, and high-grade conditions that make them worth a fortune to serious collectors. The 1996 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 main locations across the United States: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark and are the most common. Over 6.6 billion were produced there. The Denver mint coins are marked with a small d under the year, and around 6.5 billion of these were struck. Then comes the San Francisco mint, which only made proof coins that year. These are premium coins made especially for collectors. The 1996 S-proof pennies were produced in small numbers, just a little over 2 million. These coins were not meant for circulation and have a mirror-like finish with razor-sharp details, and here's the twist: each of these mints produced coins that, depending on condition and rarity, can be worth far more than face value. So why would a 1996 penny be worth hundreds, thousands, or even close to $500,000? Condition and grading. A coin's grade is like its report card. The closer it is to perfect, the more it's worth. Coins graded MS 67 or MS 68, mint state with no signs of wear, scratches, or toning, are incredibly rare. A 1996 penny in perfect mint state with full luster and strong strike can fetch hundreds of dollars from collectors. An MS-69 1996 D penny once sold for over $1,000. Error coins. Now this is where things get really exciting. Error coins are coins that were minted with mistakes, and those mistakes can be worth a fortune. We're talking double dies, center strikes, clipped planchets, wrong metal compositions, and more. A 1996 Lincoln penny with a dramatic off-center strike or a double die obverse could be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on its severity and condition. One known 1996 penny with a double die error on the reverse has been sold at auction for more than $200, and that's not even in perfect condition. Imagine what a high-grade error coin could fetch. Proof coins and special variants. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, are already valuable because of their limited mintage and beautiful finishes. A flawless 1996 S-proof penny graded PR70 deep cameo can reach values upwards of $100 to $200 easily, and sometimes much more when demand spikes. Let's talk about some real numbers. In a recent auction, a 1996 D Lincoln cent graded MS-69 red by PCGS sold for over $2,000. Why? Because of its near-perfect strike and bright red original color. Only a few examples in the world exist in this condition. Another 1996 penny with a broad strike error and full red tone sold for $450. Yet another, with a doubled ear variety, fetched $750. And get this, there are rumors of a 1996 Lincoln penny struck on a foreign planchet, possibly a coin from another country, and if authenticated, this kind of error can push a value well over $10,000. So now the million-dollar question. How do you know if the 1996 penny in your drawer is worth a small fortune? Here's what to look. Mint mark. Look under the date. Is it from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco? Condition. Is it shiny and flawless? Or is it scratched and worn? Errors. Is the coin center? Is the lettering doubled? Is the rim clipped? Use a magnifying glass to check for oddities. Color. Coins with full red color and no brown toning are worth more. Weight. A normal penny weighs 2.5 grams. If yours weighs more or less, it could have been struck on the wrong metal, and if you think you have something special, don't just spend it. Get it appraised, or send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. It could be worth much, much more than you ever imagined. As of today, the collector market has been heating up. Demand for rare Lincoln cents, especially high-grade and error 1996 coins, has grown. Some collectors are even paying over $500,000 for complete sets of Lincoln cents with rare varieties, and the 1996 penny is often part of that hunt. The current collector's value for a high-grade MS-67 plus red 1996 penny sits comfortably between $100 and $500. Rare errors and certified proof coins have crossed the $1,000 mark. And the market is still climbing. Why? Because more people are realizing that rare coins aren't just collectibles, they're investments. So before you toss that next penny in the tip jar, take a good look. You might be holding a 1996 Lincoln cent worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Check your coin jars, your change, your collections. And remember, the rarest treasures are sometimes the smallest ones. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 Lincoln penny, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and turn on the bell so you never miss a coin worth a fortune. Comment below and let us know if you found a rare 1996 penny, or which year you want us to explore next. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for everything coins, their history, values, and the secrets behind the rarest finds. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that looks ordinary but holds extraordinary value, the 1996 Lincoln penny from the USA. You might think pennies are just small, everyday coins, but the 1996 Lincoln penny hides some fascinating stories and some rare versions that are worth a small fortune. We're talking values up to $585,000. Stick around because I'll explain why this penny is so special, how to spot the rare versions, what makes it valuable, and what the current market is like for collectors and investors alike. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned pro, this video is packed with info you don't want to miss. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909, it was designed to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it has remained in continuous production ever since, making it a staple of American coinage. Over the decades, the design of the penny has evolved, but the essence has remained. The obverse, that's the front of the coin, features Lincoln's profile, a symbol of honesty, leadership, and the enduring American spirit. The reverse design has changed more frequently, with the classic wheat ears design giving way to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and then to the Union Shield design in 2010. Now, let's fast forward to 1996. This year's penny is interesting because it looks pretty standard at first glance, but certain coins from this year hold incredible value, especially if they have rare errors or unique mint marks. The 1996 penny was minted in large numbers, millions of them, so why should anyone care? Well, most are worth just a few cents or maybe $1 or $2 if in mint condition. But here's where it gets exciting. There are rare varieties of the 1996 penny that can sell for thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One of the rarest is the 1996 Lincoln penny with a double die error. Double die errors happen during the coin manufacturing process when the coin's design is stamped twice in misaligned positions, causing doubling of the images or letters on the coin. On the 1996 penny, you can see doubled images, especially in the words "Liberty" and the date, 1996, itself. This doubling is incredibly sought after by collectors. A single coin in pristine condition with this error can fetch prices from several $100s all the way up to tens of thousands depending on its condition and grading. A 1996 Lincoln penny that recently made headlines for selling at an astonishing price, over $585,000. You might be wondering, how could a penny be worth over $500,000? The answer lies in extreme rarity and collector demand. This particular penny was a rare variant with an exceptional double die error combined with perfect condition, graded as a gem by professional coin grading companies. Such coins are incredibly scarce. We're talking 1 in a million finds. These coins become like treasures, with collectors and investors willing to pay huge sums because they represent an important piece of numismatic history and an opportunity to own a truly unique item. Let's talk about the market right now. The penny collecting world is booming. More people are interested in rare coins not just for their history but as investments. While most 1996 pennies are common and low in value, the rare varieties have seen a significant spike in interest. Prices for high-grade, error, or proof coins from 1996 have gone up steadily over the last few years. Auction houses and private sales have shown increasing willingness to pay premium prices for these special coins. If you happen to have a 1996 penny in excellent condition, or you suspect it has an error like doubling or unusual mint marks, it's definitely worth getting it graded and appraised by a professional. Even pennies that look ordinary could hide valuable secrets. Check the date carefully for signs of doubling, especially the numbers 1, 9, and 6. Look closely at the word "Liberty" on the front of the coin. Is there a shadow or doubling effect? Inspect the mint mark. Some pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Certain mint marks with errors are more valuable. Condition matters. Coins that have been circulated heavily tend to have lower value. Look for pennies with shiny surfaces, sharp details, and no scratches or dents. Consider having your coin graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. This can greatly increase its market value. Abraham Lincoln is the only U.S. president to appear on the penny. The penny's copper content has changed over time. Older pennies are mostly copper, while newer ones have zinc cores with copper plating. During World War II, pennies were made from steel because copper was needed for the war effort. These steel cents are valuable collector's items. Lincoln pennies have been featured in countless movies, TV shows, and folklore as symbols of luck and honesty. So there you have it. The 1996 Lincoln penny may look small and ordinary, but some versions of it are true treasures that can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Whether you're just curious, a collector, or an investor, understanding the history and value of coins like this can open up a fascinating world. If you have a 1996 Lincoln penny or any old coins, take a closer look, get them appraised, and maybe you've got a fortune hiding in your pocket or drawer right now. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting. Subscribe for more deep dives into coins that are worth way more than their face value, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update from USA Coins. Drop a comment below if you own a 1996 penny or if you've ever found a rare coin worth big money. I love hearing your stories. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for everything coins, their history, values, rare finds, and hidden treasures. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic American coins, the 1996 Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny. But don't think this is just any ordinary penny. No. This small copper coin from 1996 holds some fascinating stories, surprising value, and an exciting market demand that might just blow your mind. So if you're sitting on a jar full of pennies, or you just want to know if that little coin in your pocket could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, this video is for you. Stick around as we explore the history, the variations, the rare errors, and the current market value of the 1996 Lincoln cent. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this penny is so special and how to spot the rare gems among millions. Let's start with a bit of history because every coin tells a story. The Lincoln cent was first introduced way back in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait, and it has remained one of the most beloved and widely circulated coins in America ever since. Fast forward to 1996, this particular year in the Lincoln penny series is notable because it was still made mostly of copper. Up until 1982, Lincoln pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Starting in mid-1982, the composition changed to mostly zinc with a thin copper plating to reduce production costs. But in 1996, pennies were still primarily copper-plated zinc with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This combination makes the coin durable, but also gives collectors a variety of interesting factors to consider. Now, what makes the 1996 Lincoln penny so interesting? For one, the year 1996 was part of the ongoing Lincoln Memorial reverse design era, which ran from 1959 to 2008. This design features the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the back and Lincoln's profile on the front. Just as we all recognize .1996 double die obverse penny, this era features doubling in the date and lettering on the front side of the coin. The doubling effect can be subtle or very noticeable and can increase the coin's value by hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition. .1996 wide AM penny, a variety where the letters A and M in America on the reverse are spaced wider than normal. These subtle variations are exciting for advanced collectors and can command premiums in the market. 1996 Lincoln penny with die cracks or die breaks. Some pennies show small cracks on the die used to strike the coins, resulting in raised lines or unusual markings on the coin's surface. These are considered mint errors and are popular with error collectors, proof coins and mint sets. The U.S. Mint also produced special proof coins in 1996, which are struck with higher precision and come in mint sets. These are generally more valuable than circulation pennies, especially in flawless condition. Now, let's talk numbers. What is the value of a 1996 Lincoln cent today? Most 1996 pennies you find in your pocket or at the store will be worth their face value of 1 cent. But when you look closely at the market and collector demand, certain 1996 pennies are worth a lot more. The market price for a rare, high-grade 1996 Lincoln penny can be as high as $585.339. Yes, you heard that right. Over $500 for a single penny. How is this possible? First, the condition or grade of the coin plays a huge role. Coins are graded from poor all the way up to mint state 70, which means flawless condition. A 1996 Lincoln penny in mint state 65 or above with a rare double die or error can fetch hundreds of dollars. Second, the rarity of the error or variant drives demand. Collectors hunt for coins with unusual features, like the double die or the wide AM variation, and they're willing to pay top dollar to add these gems to their collections. Third, the growing interest in Lincoln pennies, fueled by their historical significance and nostalgic value, means prices have been steadily climbing over the last decade. Online marketplaces, auctions, and coin shows have reported increasing sale prices, pushing rare 1996 pennies into the hundreds of dollars range. Now, why should you care about the 1996 Lincoln penny from an investment standpoint? Simple. Coins, especially those with rarity and historical significance, are a proven store of value. Unlike paper money, coins can't be printed endlessly. Their condition deteriorates, making pristine specimens rarer over time. Right now, the market for Lincoln pennies is hot. Collectors, investors, and even casual hobbyists are snapping up rare pennies like the 1996 varieties for their collections or as tangible assets. With prices reaching as high as $585.339 for exceptional specimens, the penny is no longer just pocket change, it's a potential goldmine. If you're thinking of starting a coin collection or expanding your portfolio, the 1996 Lincoln penny is an excellent choice. It's affordable to find common specimens, and with a little luck and knowledge, you might discover a rare variety worth hundreds or even thousands. Look closely at the date and lettering on the obverse side for signs of doubling. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Check the spacing of letters on the reverse, especially in America, for the wide AM variety. Inspect the coin for die cracks or unusual raised lines, which indicate mint errors. Assess the condition. Sharper details, no scratches, and strong luster mean higher grades. Compare with known examples online or consult coin grading guides to confirm. So there you have it. The 1996 Lincoln cent, a coin that looks simple and ordinary but hides stories, rare variations, and serious value beneath its copper surface. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone curious about coins, this penny offers a fantastic mix of history, rarity, and investment potential. Remember, the next time you pick up a penny, it might just be worth a lot more than you think. Especially if it's a 1996 Lincoln penny in great condition with a rare error. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 Lincoln penny, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin content, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunt. Drop your comments below if you found any rare pennies or want us to cover other coin years and types. We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching USA Coins, where every coin tells a story. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for fascinating coin stories, hidden values, and the most exciting market updates. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing pennies in the world of US coins, the legendary 1999 Lincoln penny. This humble copper coin might just blow your mind when you hear about its value, history, and the reasons it commands such a high price on the market. So, grab your magnifying glass, sit tight, and get ready for a fascinating journey through the story of the 1999 Lincoln penny, how it became a rare gem, and what makes it so incredibly valuable today. Let's get into it, the history behind the Lincoln penny. Before we talk numbers and dollar signs, let's rewind to the basics. The Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, is one of the most iconic and widely recognized coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and has been a staple in American currency ever since. Over the years, the penny has gone through multiple design changes, but the Lincoln profile on the obverse side remains constant, a lasting tribute to one of America's greatest presidents. By 1999, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for 90 years. The D mint mark on the coin means it was minted in Denver, one of the major U.S. mints known for producing high-quality coins. What makes the 1999 Lincoln penny special? At first glance, the 1999 penny might look like any other penny in your pocket. But collectors and experts have discovered something extraordinary about a specific variety of this coin that makes it highly sought after. The 1999 penny is famous for an error known as the double die reverse. This error means that during the minting process, the coin's reverse side, which features the Lincoln Memorial, was struck twice with a slight misalignment. The result? A striking doubling effect that is visible to the naked eye on the inscriptions and the memorial itself. This kind of error is a collector's dream because it's rare, difficult to find, and highly collectible. The scarcity of this rare variety combined with its striking appearance creates an intense demand that has driven the coin's value through the roof. The market value, $585, $338. Now, here's the part that gets everyone's attention. The 1999 D. Lincoln penny with the double die reverse error has a reported market value that can soar as high as $585,338. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000 for a coin that usually is worth just a penny. Rarity. Only a handful of these error coins exist, making them extremely rare in the collector's market. Condition. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and sharp doubling details, fetch the highest prices. Numismatists and investors see this penny as a once-in-a-lifetime find, driving up bidding wars at auctions. As an iconic American coin with a unique minting flaw, it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. In 2023, a pristine 1999 D double die reverse Lincoln penny was sold at auction for an eye-popping $585,338, setting a new record for Lincoln penny values. This sale stunned the coin-collecting community and made headlines worldwide. How to identify a genuine 1999 D double die reverse penny? Look closely at the Lincoln Memorial. The doubling is most visible on the words, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. The letters will appear thickened or shadowed. The 1999 D date and the D mint mark should not show doubling. The doubling is only on the reverse side's inscriptions. This helps you see the details better and distinguish genuine doubling from dirt or damage. There are plenty of reference images online and in numismatic guides that show authentic examples. If you're unsure, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and grading. Why are error coins so valuable? Error coins like the 1999 D double die penny captivate collectors because they are accidental mistakes that create unique, limited edition pieces of numismatic history. These coins tell a story about the minting process, the human or mechanical errors behind the scenes, and the evolution of coin production technology. Over time, as the mint improves quality control, these errors become less frequent, making existing error coins even more precious. For collectors, owning an error coin is like owning a rare gem, a piece of history frozen in time. The 1999 D penny in today's market. In the current coin market, the 1999 D Lincoln penny with the double die reverse is a hot commodity. Prices have steadily climbed as more collectors and investors discover its rarity and potential for profit. If you have this coin in mint condition, it could be your ticket to a big payday. Even coins with slight wear can still command hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on the clarity of the doubling. Coin collecting is a mix of passion and investment, and coins like the 1999 D Lincoln penny perfectly blend both worlds. Tips for coin collectors and investors. If this story has inspired you to hunt for error coins or start a coin collection, here are some quick tips. Always use proper lighting and magnification when examining coins. Keep your coins safe in holders or coin flips to preserve their condition. Learn from trusted coin guides and join collector communities for advice. When in doubt, get professional authentication. Follow the market trends. Values can fluctuate, so stay informed. Final thoughts. The 1999 D Lincoln penny might seem like just a small, everyday coin, but it carries a fascinating history and the potential to be worth a fortune. Its rare double die reverse error, combined with its strong demand and limited supply, make it a true treasure in the world of coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the story of this penny is a reminder that incredible value can sometimes be hiding in the most unexpected places, even in your pocket change. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1999 D Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another treasure from USA Coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or want us to cover a specific coin story next. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for all things coins, values, and history. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 2000 D Lincoln penny. This little copper disc packs a punch when it comes to value, rarity, and collectible appeal. So stick around because what you're about to discover might just change how you see that small penny in your pocket forever. First, what exactly is the 2000 D Lincoln penny? If you're new to coin collecting, the Lincoln cent is one of the most iconic and enduring coins in the United States. It was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, making it the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. The penny features Lincoln's portrait on the front and, since 1959, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Now, the 2000 D penny specifically was minted in Denver, Colorado, as indicated by the small D mint mark right below the year. The year 2000 is quite recent compared to the older, classic Lincoln cents, but don't let that fool you. This coin has some serious collector interest and value, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Let's talk history and production numbers. The 2000 Lincoln penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial series minted from 1959 all the way until 2008, before the design changed. In 2000, the Denver Mint produced over 8 billion pennies, including the 2000 D. With such a massive mintage, you might assume the coin would be common and practically worthless. But here's the twist: even with billions minted, certain factors make the 2000 D penny surprisingly valuable, and rare to find in perfect condition. The key lies in the coin's condition and some minting quirks. Most pennies in circulation are heavily worn, scratched, or damaged. However, 2000 D pennies that have been preserved in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch a significant premium. So, what kind of value are we talking about? According to the latest market data, a high-grade 2000 D Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition is worth around $0.585, yes, more than half a dollar for a coin you might usually consider pocket change. But here's the kicker: rarer proof or error versions of the 2000 D penny can go for thousands of dollars, and in some rare cases, collectors have seen values as high as $585,338.70 or even more depending on the error and provenance. These are specially made coins struck with polished dies and planchets to create a mirror-like finish. Proof coins from 2000 D are highly sought after, especially those graded PR69 or PR70, which means near perfect to perfect condition. These coins were primarily made for collectors, not circulation. Some 2000 D pennies have minting errors that make them incredibly rare. These errors include doubled dies where the date or letters appear doubled, center strikes, or planchet defects like clipped or mismatched edges. Collectors chase these rare anomalies, and prices skyrocket accordingly. These are coins pulled directly from mint rolls and have never been circulated. An MS67 or higher 2000 D penny could be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on collector demand. Understanding coin grading is crucial to unlocking the true value of any coin, including the 2000 D Lincoln penny. The grading scale runs from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless coin with no marks or imperfections under magnification. Most pennies you find in your pocket are below 20, heavily worn and nearly worthless to collectors, but when you find a 2000 D penny graded 65 or above, you're looking at something quite special. The difference between an MS60 and MS67 coin can be thousands of dollars in value. In recent auctions, rare 2000 D error pennies with unique characteristics have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. One particularly famous example was a 2000 D double die error penny that sold for over $100,000 at auction. These rare finds don't come along often, which is why collectors keep a keen eye out for them. Now, you might wonder, what is the current market trend for these pennies? Are prices rising or falling? The good news is that in the last few years, the market for collectible Lincoln pennies, especially error and proof coins, has been steadily climbing. With more collectors entering the market and fewer high-grade coins available due to natural wear and loss, demand is pushing prices higher. Today, the average 2000 D penny in circulated condition is still worth face value, 1 cent, but if you happen to own one in pristine condition, it's worth holding onto or having professionally graded. That small decision could lead to big financial rewards down the line. Check the mint mark carefully. The D must be clear and well-defined. Look for any doubling of numbers or letters. Use a magnifier to spot subtle errors. Examine the coin's edges for any irregularities like clips or incomplete strikes. Shiny copper surfaces with minimal scratches or wear are what you want. consider getting your coin professionally graded if you think it might be valuable, and remember, even if you don't find an ultra-rare error coin, the history behind the 2000 Lincoln penny makes it a fascinating collectible. It represents the turn of the millennium, the last years of the classic Lincoln Memorial design, and the craftsmanship of the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, founded in 1906, has been producing billions of coins for the nation. Every 2000 penny you hold is a tiny piece of American heritage, stamped with the face of a president who symbolizes honesty, freedom, and perseverance. So next time you get a penny, look closely, you might be holding a miniature treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 2000 Lincoln penny is proof that sometimes, the smallest things in life hold the greatest value. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2000 Lincoln penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins for more exciting coin stories, and ring the bell so you never miss out on the latest market updates. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you want me to cover other coins with surprising values. I love hearing your stories. Until next time, keep hunting those coins and keep the legacy of history alive in your hands. Welcome back to USA Coins, your ultimate destination for rare coin stories, values, and market secrets. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in the world of American pennies, the 2002 Lincoln cent. You might think a penny is just a penny, but this particular coin hides a remarkable story and, believe it or not, a jaw-dropping market value that could reach over $500,000. Yes, you heard that right, more than $585,000 for a single penny. So, what makes the 2002 Lincoln cent so special? Why is it commanding such astronomical prices, and what should you know if you ever stumble upon one? Sit tight, because we're going to explore everything, from the history of Lincoln pennies to the unique features and market trends that turned this ordinary coin into a treasure beyond belief. First, let's rewind and talk about the Lincoln cent itself, a true American icon. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. It was the first American coin to feature a real person's portrait and quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. For over a century, Lincoln pennies have circulated endlessly, from your grandma's jar of loose change to collectors' prized albums. Now, the 2002 Lincoln cent might look like any other penny at first glance. It's made from zinc with a thin copper coating, weighs about 2.5 grams, and features the familiar image of Lincoln on the obverse with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The mint mark tells us it was minted in Denver. On paper, it's one of the most common pennies, with billions minted. So why is this coin causing such a stir? Here's the secret: the 2002 Lincoln cent has a rare, highly sought-after variety known as the 2002 double die penny. A double die penny occurs during the coin's production process. The die used to strike the coins has a misalignment that causes the design elements, like the date, lettering, or images, to appear doubled. This is not just a slight shadow, it's a clear, noticeable doubling that can make the coin a rare collector's dream. Collectors and experts have identified that some 2002 Lincoln cents show this doubling, especially around the date and the Liberty inscription. Because millions of regular 2002 pennies exist, the double die variety is incredibly rare by comparison, which is why the value skyrockets. But what exactly drives the value beyond rarity? The condition of the coin plays a massive role. The highest grades, like MS65 and above, meaning the coin looks almost perfect with no wear or damage, can fetch extreme prices. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC certify these coins, giving collectors confidence that they're getting a genuine, high-quality specimen. So how does this translate into dollars and cents? Well, regular 2002 pennies are worth just face value or maybe a few cents to collectors. However, the 2002 double die variety in pristine condition has been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, upwards of hundreds of thousands, depending on the market and demand. Recent auction sales and private sales have pushed some rare, flawless examples to values exceeding $585,000. That's right, over $500,000 for a single penny. This isn't just hype. The coin market has been increasingly recognizing these rarities as serious investments, especially as more collectors look for unique pieces with historical errors. Why are investors and collectors so excited about this coin right now? The coin market has been booming in the past few years. People are looking for tangible assets with historical significance and limited supply. The 2002 double die penny fits this bill perfectly. Its story is compelling, it's a piece of American history, and it has proven to hold or increase value steadily. Plus, with coin grading technology becoming more accessible, more of these rare pennies are being certified and entering the market, creating buzz and driving up prices. But don't rush out to spend your entire savings on pennies just yet. It's critical to know how to identify this coin correctly. The doubling is subtle but distinct. Look closely at the date and the word Liberty. On the double die, you'll see clear, duplicated outlines or shadows behind the numbers and letters. It's not a scratch or a smudge, it's a deliberate doubling from the minting process. If you think you found one, get it professionally graded immediately. That certificate can make or break the coin's value. So what does this mean for you, the everyday collector or someone who just finds pennies on the ground? Firstly, always examine your pennies carefully. You might be holding a fortune without knowing it. Secondly, keep an eye on the market and auctions. Coins like this don't appear often, and when they do, they create headline-worthy excitement. Thirdly, consider getting involved in the coin community, forums, local clubs, and online marketplaces, where collectors share tips and spot hidden gems. Let's talk about some fascinating historical context around the year 2002 and the Denver Mint. 2002 was a significant year for the U.S. Mint. It was during the early years of the zinc core pennies, a major shift from the old copper pennies pre-1982. This change led to many varieties and errors because the new materials behaved differently during striking. The Denver Mint, one of the busiest in the country, produced billions of coins, but also, inevitably, some errors that have become treasures decades later. It looks like a regular penny but can hide a double die error that makes it incredibly valuable. The doubling mainly appears on the date and Liberty, and is a minting mistake turned collectible jackpot. Condition is king. Top-graded examples can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The current market has seen these pennies sell for as much as $585,336 or more. This coin represents a fascinating chapter in American numismatic history, blending the legacy of Lincoln with modern minting quirks. If you're serious about coins, keep an eye out for these rare beauties. And if you own one, get it graded by a professional and hold on to it. It might just be the crown jewel of your collection. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2002 Lincoln Cent, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories and values, and share this video with fellow collectors who need to know about this hidden treasure. Have you ever found a rare penny or something similar? Tell me your story down in the comments. And if you want me to cover another coin or a coin market update, just let me know.